Hello everybody, so today I will talk about calculus. The topic is from RCQ Philippines. So now I will show you the answer. We have the function in here and we know that the maximum is about number 3 and the minimum is about negative number 29 on the interval from negative number 1 to positive number 2. So we need to find the value of a and b. First, we need to know that we have f of s equal to as to the power of 3 minus 6as squared plus b. First, we need to find first the derivative of the function. And you got about 3as squared minus 12as. So we know that the maximum and the minimum, that's about number 3 and negative number 29. So that means we need to find the critical points in here. So we have s and s, so we can do about factorization. And we got about s equals to number 0, and the next one a they will simplify. You got about s equals to number 4, but number 4 is outside this one, so we need to reject. So with s equal to number 0, we put back to the function in here. That's about this one, and we got about b. Next, we know that we have number 0 and number 4. We can create the variation table. That's about number 0 and number 4. Coefficient of this one is about 3a, but a is about positive number, and we have number 3 is about positive number. That means on the right, this is about positive, negative, and positive. So this is about positive, so that means this is increasing, then they decreasing, then they increasing. So based on the variation table, we see that we have from negative number 1 and positive number 2. So we have number 0, 0. So because this is about number 2 and negative number 1, at location number 0 in here, we see that this value in here is about maximum when we compare between negative number 1 and positive number 2. So b in this situation, that's about maximum, and the maximum, that's about number 3. And we can find the value of b equals to number 3. Next, we have the function. Now, we need to find which one is about the minimum value in here between negative number 1 and positive number 2. So we put about f of negative number 1. We got about negative a, negative 6a plus b. F of number 2, you will got about 8a. This one you got about negative 24a plus b. About b, we got about number 3. We put number 3 in here. Now we need to simplify. This one you got about negative 7a. This one we got about negative 16a plus 3. So the minimum we got about negative number 29. So we put negative number 29 in here and here. So we can have two solutions of A. And that's it about 8 equals to 32 over 7 and 8 equals to number 2. After we calculate about this one, we change f of negative number 2 in here and we put f of negative number 1 for two scenario. If we put negative number 2 with a equal to 32 over 7, you can see that the minimum at negative number 2 is approximately about negative 70, while f of negative number 1 is about negative number 29. So we cannot recheck. We need to recheck about this scenario. If we put f of negative number 1 for f of number 2 for a equal to number 2, you got about negative 11. So for scenario, f of number 2 is about negative number 29. So in this situation, we see f of negative number 11 is bigger than negative number 29. So this one is about the minimum. And now we can say that value of A equal to number 2, value of B equals to number 3. And that is the final answer. This is the end. Thank you for watching. Here is about the full answer of the question in here.